Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the second down. Not as we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here? Well, that number is still in play, because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater out to his left. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Well, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Play this time they double it and pick up 6.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that might be enough to win the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one, 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw. He's going to let it go again. And, oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Down to the